Hi, my name's Boone. I'm a show jumper, and I'm going to take you through my tack locker today. So it's really great because it has 3 levels. The one that I use most is this top level, so like kind of all the essentials of what I use daily are up here. My helmet's in here. I also have all of the horses' paperwork and passports are in here, so it's easy for if we're at a show or we're traveling. Gloves. I also, for a little like motivation every day, Spruce Meadows is one of my favorite shows, so I have a prize list in here, and I'm in here with a couple of my horses from previous years of like doing well in classes, so I like to keep that in there. I also have a bunch of these like stable plaques, which are awesome, and one day I'm going to put them all over here. Just haven't gotten around to it yet. And then also I have a little skincare corner because I'm a skincare junkie. So I have face wipes and a little bit of rose water, which I know is a bit ridiculous. And then I have sunscreen to reapply and some deodorant. I have that kind of all over here. Put this up here. More sunscreen, lots of stuff. And then another thing that I like to carry around with me is it's the past 4 years of kind of anything that has to do with my horses, so like medications, show results, daily work. These are all, each one of these is a year's worth for each horse, and I like to carry these with me just if I need to look back at anything. I'm kind of a bit of a bookworm, so I always have a book in here. I have a lot of sticky spray around and some Boutte saddle cleaning stuff in here that I love. Sunglasses, which I don't wear often because I get made fun of a lot, but I love them. And then coming down to the second shelf, I have a bunch of show pads, so we don't use them daily, but we like to keep them in here because they stay nice and clean. I have a bunch of crops because I lose them all the time. And then also, which I really love, I have this high-low fit device, which goes on the girth. And I don't use it daily, but I like to use it maybe twice a month just to check the conditioning of my horses and if their fitness level. It's a really nice device to have. So I use that maybe twice a month. And then also down here, we keep this kind of level just for emergency medicines. It's just easy access for me or Freddie, who I work with. So that's basically all that's down here, vet wrap, medications, all that stuff. So easy to get to. That's kind of this side. This side has kind of a lot of stuff, but right now it's pretty neat. Over here, I like to keep my Boutte saddle. I've been riding in them a couple years. I love them. So I have that over here. I also have a bunch of my lunging gear. Probably what I use the most is this rope, which is really great to help them stretch. We like to do this maybe once a week. It's really great for the horses, especially after competing a lot or jumping. You know, it's just nice for them to stretch. I have a brow band that I haven't put on a bridle yet, but it's super fancy, so I'm excited. I have a Pessoa, a bunch of other lunging gear. I have my rain pants that are easily accessible because you never know when it's going to rain. A bunch of boots, show boots. I also have some dressage whips that I like to use for flat work, make the horses a bit more sharp to my aids. And then over here, I have my really, what I like to think are super fancy little hats for the horses to show in. And I also love to keep, I don't like to say my favorite because I don't really have a favorite, but he was kind of a horse of a lifetime for me, so I keep him kind of with me. His stall plaque, he's happily retired now, but I keep his name plate up here. A bunch of really just nice soft bits. I kind of only really ride in a bunch of snaffles, black magic bits, just super soft ones that I like to change in and out quite often. And then my show backpack, and that's kind of it. So if I had to name one thing that is probably pretty unique to my tack locker, maybe it's not, but I think it is probably my skincare section of my rose water and also just this really nice smelling deodorant. I have also facial wipes. I'm just a skincare junkie and I like to keep my skin nice and cleansed and reapply sunscreen all the time. So I don't think many people have that in theirs, and I do. We've had it now for 3 years, like I said, and it's super durable. It's been all over the place. It's traveled all over North America, up to Spruce in the summers. It's easy to get on and off the truck because unlike a lot of these tack lockers by other brands, this one is, I would like to say, one of the lightest ones. Even if you have all of your stuff in here, it's easy enough for 1 or 2 guys to push up the trailer. So it's very easy to get around. And yeah, it's always stood up. I do have a cover that I like to travel with, but for a year I didn't even have that. And as you can see, the paint has not chipped really at all. It's in really good shape. And everything has stood up to a lot of beatings. So it's very durable.